So, your first class. You're going in this, it's your first time. The kids don't know what to expect. They're going into this after school program. They're seeing this thing for the first time. They don't know exactly what it is. And it's up to you to kind of show them what it is. This is not school. It's not recess. It's something kind of in between. It's something fun and engaging where they're going to learn stuff. But it's not just about sitting down and listening and taking notes or anything like that. It's about having fun and learning stuff in the process. So for your first class, what you're going to be coming in and doing, you're going to see the kids for the first time. You're going to say, hey, like for me, I'm not Alex. That's my normal name. When I'm in the class, I'm Captain Alex. And I'm Captain Alex. I'm here to talk to you guys about aviation. I'm here to talk to you about all the different things. And you introduce them to it. You show, look, we're going to be building all these planes. You're going to be taking them home with you. But not only that, you're going to be learning about how these planes fly. You're going to learn about how they work. And this is something that we can offer that they're not going to learn regularly in school. So this is something that we can teach them, a whole thing on top of that. But the thing as well, it's not just about the planes. It's about working together as a group. It's about accomplishing a goal. It's about following through with something that you started. And that's something that a lot of kids don't quite have a firm grasp over. They don't really know how this, oh, I started this thing. Don't just give up on it. Don't just oh, this thing broke. They're just going to buy a new one. How about you try fixing it? How about you try learning how it works, and maybe you'll be able to do that. So that's really what this class is about. It's about teaching kids how to work in that type of environment. So the first day, you're going to introduce yourself, say hello, be friendly. But for me, I'm always a little bit stern on the first day. And I'm not super strict or anything, but if kids are acting up and anything like that, you want to make sure that everyone respects you. That's really, really important that they have that respect for you. Usually I loosen up a little bit afterward, but if you're really, loose about it at the beginning, they're going to think you're a pushover. You don't want that to happen. So the kids, they're there because they want to be. They signed up for this class. They want to know about aviation. It's up to you to teach them how all of that goes together. So that's really what the first day is about. It's about introducing yourself, teaching them what they're going to be doing in the class, what to expect from it, and answering any questions about that, and just getting started with a quick little airplane that you can get flying right off the bat. They can go off and do it, and they get to take it home with them, and at the end of the day they go, wow, I went to this really awesome class. I learned this really cool stuff, and Captain Alex was really cool, and he's teaching me all about these planes. And that's the experience that we want to give them. Remember, it's not a classroom. It's not just you're there just to learn stuff. It's about having fun as well. So it's all about balancing those. So one of the things that's really important with the kids is to establish the type of class this is going to be. This isn't just sitting down and being quiet and getting everything done and finishing the plane and going home. It's about having fun as well. If you want to talk during the class, that's fine. If you want to talk to your friends, tell a joke, anything like that. But there's two very important rules in this class. The first one, if I'm talking, none of the other kids are talking. Everyone's paying attention to me, and nothing else is happening. The other rule is to have fun, of course. That's the other rule. So if I'm not talking, feel free. If you want do your work while you're sitting next to your friend and talking and having a good time, that's awesome. I don't want the kids to be there just this isn't a library. This is about fun and having a good time and learning along the way. So these are the two most important rules in any class for me, is that. And any instructor will find a different way of doing it. There are different ways to reach out to the kids, different ways to do that. But being strict and having them being quiet and sitting in a corner, that's not the way that we want to run these classes. We want to run them and have them go home at the end of the day and say, wow, I had a lot of fun, I learned a lot of things, and I can't wait for the next time I go back to class with them again. That's what we want at the end of the day. So that's what we're going for. So it's really important to note that whatever you do in the first session, that is the most important part of the whole class. That's what sets the tone for the entire thing. If you let them go crazy and do anything, that's what they're going to think is okay for the rest of the time. If you're super strict and you like make them sit down and not say anything and just work, that's going to set the tone for the rest of the class. And that's in a very negative way. They're not going to want to go back to class after that. Remember, they signed up for this. They didn't go, this wasn't just like part of school or anything else. This is something that they want to do as extracurricular kind of stuff. So that first day is really important, that balance between being strict enough to say when I'm talking, you don't talk, but at the same time feel free and open and feel like you're not being constrained when you're in this class. You want the kids to feel like they're having a good time and they're able to say anything that they want to say, but only when it's appropriate to say it. So it's really important to set that tone on the first day, because that is the only time you will be able to set that tone. And they'll forever remember you the way they first met you. First impressions, very important.